Another day, another moto vlog. And I just realized that usually when I start my vlogs, I don't show you guys the cool dash animation. Isn't that rad? Hi, I'm Chad and welcome to virtual reality, where I like to start my vlogs because it is a place where we can do wheelies. Back to reality. So, it's race week for me, and I still don't have my race bike back. And no, I am not racing my 2017 Aprilia Tuono V4 1100 factory. I have my 2013 Triumph Daytona 675R, which I was supposed to pick up last week, and I mentioned in my last vlog talking about my progress towards the race weekend. CRA's second round of the 2023 season at Podium Club at Atessa in Arizona. And I'm driving out there this week, and I still don't have my motorcycle. So when I went to go pick my bike up last week, I was bringing a new front wheel with me, as I mentioned in my last video, and also right after I crashed the bike, because it was very obvious my front wheel was bent and cracked, and it was unsalvageable. So I found a used one on the Triumph Daytona 675 Racers group on Facebook and got it shipped direct to me with a rain tire on it. So I brought the wheel over as well as a takeoff tire to put on it, a slick, and we thought we'd be all good to go. The forks had been straightened, the chassis had been straightened, the triple clamps had been straightened. Didn't foresee any other issues until we tried to remove the front axle and realized that when I crashed, when my front wheel made contact with that other guy's rear wheel and it bent the wheel, it also squashed one of the wheel spacers, the right side wheel spacer, up against the fork leg. So the fork leg is okay as far as we can tell, but the wheel spacer, because it got squashed, it kind of expanded and is stuck to the axle. So I have to cut the axle off of the bike to get the bent wheel out so we can put the straight wheel in, and I need a replacement axle. But I have a 2012 Triumph Daytona 675R that I raced for a while before I got my 2013, and thank you Triumph for making a lot of interchangeable parts, because the front axle for my 2012 will fit exactly on my 2013. It's a direct fit. So at the end of last week, I pulled the front axle off of my 2012 and took it to the shop, which is over an hour away, rode with it in my backpack, dropped it off, so they're going to be able to get that in once they cut the old axle out, put the wheel on. That'll be good to go. I'll be picking my bike up, I hope on Tuesday, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted. So definitely not something that any of us were expecting, but that's what happens with racing. Lots of unexpectedness, especially when you crash. But oh, is it fun. Whee! Oh yeah, body position. Really got to thank my lucky stars for that, because I called my local Triumph dealership and they don't have an axle in stock, and it's back ordered for like 8+ weeks. So really lucky I had another Daytona 675R that I could just pull the axle from. Oh man, whew. Talk about some last minute stress that is just unneeded, but I think we're going to be okay. I really hope we're going to be okay, because I'm picking my bike up hopefully Tuesday, which is today when you'll be watching this, and on Thursday morning I'm driving to Arizona, or at least that's my plan right now, but we'll see whether or not I have a bike with a straight front wheel on it. The joys of motorcycle racing. The unpredictability of it all is really something, but I'll tell you what, definitely helps you to be a lot calmer with things that are outside of your control, and you know, just try to do what you can within your control to make sure that you can get out to the track and get racing again. And you know, Sometimes it has to be by whatever means necessary, or any means necessary. Hence me jacking an axle from another motorcycle of mine and spending over 2 hours round trip riding it out to a shop to drop it off. But it's what we do for what we love. So in other news, my new boots should have arrived by the time you watch this video, and I'm really happy about that because I was not expecting them to. New stuff's always nice, especially new boots, because new boots are probably the thing that I buy the least frequently. They're Dainese Axial D1 in boots, so they have the Velcro on the outside of the boot cuff, I guess, that runs up your ankle, and that Velcros to the inside of the leg of my race suit. Pretty good stuff. I really like those boots. I've been wearing Dainese Axial Pro-Ins, D1-Ins, all the Axial in boots for a while. Still got this trusty pair right here. These are old, have been crashing a couple times, but they still work. No holes yet, so I could just wear these, but I like new, and especially because it's going to match my fluo red accented gloves and suit. Or at least the sliders on my suit are fluo red. Nothing else is. But I look super cool. So really coming down to the wire with this, but that's racing. At least at an amateur level. I think even at a pro level, I've heard stories of pro race teams with race weekends back to back, or 2 weeks apart, and having to just go crazy looking for parts or trying to make parts to fix their bikes. So I mean, this is just part of the experience. Either way, I'm really hopeful that I am going to make it out there with the 2013 Daytona 675R and finish my first expert race. I did start my first expert race last time back in February, but I didn't finish it. I only lasted 1 lap and not even the first corner of the second lap. But I had a pretty good start. I started 13th and I was in 8th right before I crashed. But I'm not really setting any expectations for myself for this round. I just want to go out, finish, and leave with my motorcycle just as shiny as it was, with the exception of maybe a few rock chips and some rubber goopies on the windscreen. My goal is to go out there, race, finish, have fun, check out a new track and see how I like it, and spend some time with my good friends. Just want to have fun. That's what's most important about doing this, in my opinion. At least at my level. I mean, even at the pro level, you really gotta have some fun with it. I just don't think it's sustainable if you can't, but at my level, definitely needs to be fun. And aside from the lows, the highs are epic, unlike anything else, which is why I keep doing it. I keep throwing money at this sport. It's definitely helping me create some of the best memories of my life, though, I will say that much, and building skills that, well, maybe not profitable, are skills that I am proud of, and I think that's really important. But anywho, just wanted to give you all a quick update and let you know what's going on. I think this will be my last vlog until after the Podium Club round, and you're definitely going to want to subscribe if you haven't already and turn on those notifications, because I'm going to have some great racing content, motorcycle racing content, in a safe and controlled environment where it is perfectly legal to do so, not in virtual reality, which of course all of my wheelies and shenanigans in any of these videos are always virtual computer simulations that represent reality as we know it. That's right, I am Chad GPT, authored by the real Chad, who is a motorcycle racer. An expert motorcycle racer that is not paid to race. He funds his own missions. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. So thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I would sincerely appreciate a gentle little click of the like button, and if you consider subscribing for more motorcycling content like this, and drop a comment below. Are you going racing at all this year? Are you thinking about it? Have you raced before? Are you just interested in getting into track days? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll hope to catch you in the next one. Until then, later.